and got away on defense without being injured. So injury-free. So mission accomplished there.
Is it possible to tell how far y'all came as a unit this spring?
I think we made progress. I think it's been talked about a lot. We really feel really strong about our front seven. I think as of right now, Blanks and Smith have really solidified themselves where they're at, and it's still a work in progress to see. We're still competing outside at the corners, so there's enough guys out there between them and the guys that are coming in. We'll find a couple of them by the time we get to fall camp.
Seemed like Vic and Grady in particular made a lot of plays up front today.
I was over on my side, so I was really kind of watching Grady. Grady played good. I'm sure Vic did as well. He has every practice all spring. So.
Any special message for you guys over the summer, or is it just kind of a business as usual?
I mean, here's the process. So that phase is done, and here's the next phase, and how we work. What we invest in the course of the next couple of months. The leadership that's developed, the accountability that we have will determine, whether or not we have an opportunity to have a chance to be pretty good, this fall. So without that, it isn't going to happen, So leaders got to step up and be leaders. Our guys got to be better than they were a year ago. If you continue to do what you have been doing, you'll get the same results. We want to be a couple games better, and so we need to change what we're doing, and I think we will. I like our attitude of our guys, both sides of the ball. We've had great competition all spring. We've got a group of guys that are hungry, that feel like they got a lot to prove, that aren't satisfied with where they're at, and my experience has been when guys have that type of attitude that they're willing to commit themselves and put the work in. But until they do it, we'll see. But I believe they will.
Travis Blanks didn't do anything wrong on the hit on Chad Kelly, getting a little bit too much contact.
I didn't see that. I missed the play.
You come out this spring with what being your greatest concern moving forward?
Greatest concern, just again, our guys' willingness to work all summer on their own, manage things the right way, and continue to get better. I don't assume anything. I'm hopeful that they'll work. Work on their weaknesses, and new guys coming in, transitioning. They're going to have to. All of our older guys are going to have to help with those guys coming in. And if we do that, we'll have a chance to be pretty good. But if we won't, we won't. So.
Are there a couple guys that made huge strides that stand out over the 15 practices?
I felt again our maturation at safety with Robert and Travis. Really Travis had practiced there, but hadn't had a bunch of game experience, and he and Robert both are guys that seldom make the same mistake twice. That's not always the case with guys. So their progress throughout the spring, that was pretty consistent. Shuey learning to play weak side and playing at a very high level was big. Stephon Anthony, his growth and maturation at the middle was very prevalent. Vic Beasley and Corey Crawford both consistently showing up, bringing it every day, and making improvement fundamentally and leadership-wise. Tavares Barnes, I think he's made a step in the right direction in his development, and make sure that I cover the guys and then there's a number of guys that that were awfully good going in, played at a real high level the latter part of the year, that continued to play that way throughout the spring. But those are probably the guys that, if you ask me who jumped out right away, it was just there's some other guys that just were inconsistent with some guys getting banged up, class issues, or we had a couple of suspensions that hurt us there. I would say this, Dante Stewart and Taylor Watson, those two guys right there, I think they're going to help us in some capacity. They've earned the right to say that through their work and what they invested in the spring and their opportunities they had. They made the most of it. So those are a couple guys that, as non-scholarship guys that really in our minds, it kind of outperformed some other guys and on a consistent level.